36-week update is actually insane. It really feels like it's all happening so fast. It was my birthday. I'm officially 35, which means I'm officially categorized as a geriatric pregnancy. The baby is the size of a Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Elmo reminds me of my little brother, Andrew. He got one when we were younger and just like loved that thing. Those things were so popular. Kind of like the Labubus now. Maybe not on that scale, but it's insane that I have under 4 weeks until my due date, especially considering the uncertainty of even making it to my due date. Man, I am just not feeling very good. Like, I feel massive. My belly button, depending on where she's sitting, is now like no longer an innie, which I had like an innie. It's now like sometimes an outie, like I'm just like so big, out of breath. I've been having so many different issues. I am down to weekly doctor appointments. So my doctor appointment on Friday, they did the Group B Strep test. They just take a cotton swab. It's like a really long Q-tip. They swab in your vaginal area, but also in your anus. But I should be getting those results soon. And yeah, like I said, Sunday was my birthday, and Paula, that's my mother-in-law, Jackson's grandma. I know I mentioned her a lot. She came down, and my sister and her and Jackson and I, we all went to dinner at this Italian place, and it was so good. And she stayed the night, overnight in a hotel, and then we ended up going out to breakfast, and we went to City Creek. It's like a shopping center in Salt Lake, and she had never been, and oh my gosh. I don't go in Macy's often, and now I don't know why I don't, because it's like a 3-floor Macy's, and I guess the top floor, it's called like Macy's Backstage, and they have like the most insane deals. Like, I found little baby clothes for quite literally $1.96. Like, hold on, I just have to show you. I wasn't even planning for this video to have like any like haul related stuff, because I feel like every single video I do, I'm like, and this is what I got this week. And I wasn't gonna do that, but like, I have to. It's so cute. Okay, I took the tags off, so I can't tell you the exact prices, but they seriously were insane. So there's these little shorts, so cute, and then this shirt matches, but then so do these pants. Look, they're so, I was gonna say feel feel how soft they are. They're so cute. So that can all be like mix and matched. Cutest thing ever. This is 0 to 3. It's this little shirt, the little bloomers, and the little sunglasses. Like, she can literally probably wear this like not that long after she's born. And then there was this Paris Hilton one. I didn't know Paris Hilton did so much cute freaking stuff. So it's this little outfit, and then it also came with some sunnies. There's this pajama set. This is the top. This is the back. And then these little pants. These are a bigger size, 18 months. So some of this isn't like super little. But these onesies are all 0 to 3. So cute. I love that it's Tommy Hilfiger, but I also love that all the pink bows. Like, this one's pink polka dot. Bows. It's having such a moment right now. Which I'm here for, obviously. More bows, and this is Juicy Couture, so it's like the bows are a thing. And this one's Juicy. I freaking love Juicy. You guys don't even know. Last little Juicy outfit. It's 12 months, but like, oh my gosh. It's so stinking cute. And this is a skirt, but it's like obviously a skirt, you know, like the shorts underneath. Oh, so cute. The last thing is just absolutely stunning. It is this dress. and it's so gorgeous. I can't believe I just got so sidetracked on this, like, talking about this from my whole birthday thing. I didn't even finish talking about the doctor appointment. Hold on, back up. So when we did the doctor appointment, she did like the ultrasound, not like in the ultrasound suite where it's all like official. She just had the little rolling machine, and she checked the amniotic fluid, which she said was great. Baby's heart rate was 140, which was great. She said she's still head down. I was so worried about that because she moved so much. And I know she moved from one side, like I think she just like flipped over with her head still down, because like her face was facing this way now. So anyway, she does move a lot, and I know it's unlikely that she'll turn from not being head down, but like with the movements and how painful they are, I'm like, there's no freaking way that she's not completely done like somersaults at this point. She didn't check me for dilation or effacement or anything like that, and I don't know if that's gonna start at my next one now that they're weekly. It has been so hot outside. Like, even going to get the mail, I like to walk because it gets me some steps in, and it's, I mean, it's not super far, but it's like a little jaunt. It's so freaking hot. It feels like it's like 110 degrees outside. So being this pregnant and this heat, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable, trying to flip over in bed, I've complained about it before, and I just feel so silly looking back on it. So I'm like, girl, you didn't even know what you were about to get into. It's like a whole system. I have to mentally prepare myself. I have to plan out every move, and so uncomfortable. And if I could just stay laying on one side, I would, but I feel like I have to move to get comfortable. So it's like, oh my gosh, it has gotten to be next level when it comes to adjusting myself just laying down in bed. It's insane. She is definitely pushing on my bladder, which has been a like theme since I was like 20 weeks. I feel like the ultrasound tech, when she saw like everything is just so low with her that it's like I feel like I constantly have to pee. Like any given second I can pee. It's insane. Like, but then not much comes out, but that's definitely still a consistent thing. I currently weigh 162, which is so funny because that's exactly how much I weighed when I gave birth to Jackson. But my pre-pregnancy weight with him was lower than it was with this baby. It seems like I'm really following in line with the weight gain that I had with him, how I didn't gain any weight, lost weight in the beginning. Like, everything seems to be going Melissa's textbook of her first pregnancy. Pre-pregnancy weight between that pregnancy and this one is about a 10-pound difference. So I would imagine that I'm going to end at like the 172 range if it follows in line with how it did with him, although he was really overdue. I cannot tell you how curious I am if this is going to be an August baby or a September baby. Is she going to be a Leo? Is she going to be a Virgo? Is she going to be an August Virgo? Or is she going to be a September Virgo? Because I hear that makes a difference too. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys believe in all of that stuff. I personally think there's a lot to it. And it's another reason that I'm like not wanting to do the whole induction route and whatever. There's the health reasons. There's so many reasons actually, but also just like I don't want to be the one to determine that date. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of want it to be when she's meant to come. Braxton Hicks. I have been having not just Braxton Hicks. I'm going to pull up my contraction timer because I've had 3 different episodes. The first time I had like this episode where they were pretty consistent, every few minutes apart for a while actually, was August 5th. And the second time was August 8th. Third time was August 11th, which is the day after my birthday. It was the day that we went shopping and everything like that. They were becoming so much more painful, but the thing that really concerned me and worried me was the fact that I started feeling like my feet were really tingly and like they didn't feel right. Like they really did not feel right. and I started having like these weird vision changes, like where things kind of just like looked blurry. My head was starting to hurt. Like at first it was just like in one spot, and then it was like other places, and I did not feel right at all. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And because of my age and because of where my placenta lies, it's like the low-lying placenta, those are two factors to be at a higher risk for preeclampsia, which is why they have me on the aspirin every night. So I checked my blood pressure, and it's like a dumb cuff. Like, it came in a kit. It's really cheap. I keep it in like our emergency kit. It's like, it's not like super great. And the first time I took it, let's see, it was 135 over 94, and my heart rate was 103. And my blood pressure, I pulled up my readings just to even verify, even though I know I'm always so freaking low. I pulled them up on my chart from my doctor's office, and I'm always like if I had to do an average of them, it's like 100 over 60. Sometimes I'm in the 90s over 50s, 90s over 60s. The lowest I ever got, which wasn't good, wasn't a healthy time, was 70 over 30. But like my blood pressure it just doesn't go. I don't know that I really have ever seen it like above 120 over 70, like ever. Like it just doesn't happen. And so when I took it and it said the 135 over 94, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I think it's the cuff. I think the cuff is like really stupid. So my sister was here and she took hers, and hers was like in the 90s over 60s because she's really low too. I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not the cuff. So I took the aspirin because I usually take it around like 8 p.m. And I'm like, I'm going to give it a while and I'm going to recheck. I'm like, rest, drink some water, recheck, and I'm 143 over 92. I'm like, okay, I don't want to have this like preeclampsia issue. And I did not feel right. And the contractions were like, they were intense. Like it wasn't to the point that I couldn't talk through them, but there was some that I would just kind of stop talking and just kind of like really try to focus. So I'm like, I'm going to get in the shower because like showers always help. And it did. It calmed it down. Like I think I went 10 or 15 minutes without having a contraction after I took the shower. And then they started up again. And then it was like the first one happened, and then it was like 9 minutes. And I'm like, okay, like these are pretty far apart because they were like 2-3 minutes apart. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But because of my blood pressure and the concern of the preeclampsia and the fact that the contractions, when I went to my appointment on last Friday, I had told her like, oh yeah, I've had 2 different episodes. The second one wasn't that as bad. The first one was like pretty regular and getting worse, but I didn't like go in or anything because they ended up stopping, but they went on for like a good 2-3 hours that time. She's like, if it's happening for an hour and they're consistent like that and like painful and all of that, just go in. And so at this point, it had started. I want to say I waited like 4 or 5 hours, and they were starting to come back again, like pretty strong. But because of the concern of the blood pressure, we ended up. My sister drove me to the hospital, and it's gonna be the one I'm delivering at. I switched hospitals, and I can get into that whole scenario. Well, maybe. We went there, and they checked me out, and then my blood pressures, they were still higher, like for me. Like, granted, I know that like high blood pressure isn't necessarily this, right? Like, that's not a concern. That's not something that would be treated. But for me to never have had it and then have all these other symptoms, I'm like, I would just feel more comfortable verifying that like that's not what's happening here. So they did some blood work. They got my urine. They said everything came back negative, which gave me such peace of mind. I was still having the contractions. They were having them on the monitor. They said I wasn't in active labor and that it wouldn't go backwards, like where I'm having like the 3-minute intervals and then take the shower and then it goes to 10 and then back to, it's just such a wild ride. I feel like everything's considered normal in pregnancy. So it's like really hard to know, but then there's things that get missed all the time that are like super serious. So it's hard to find that line of like what to do, I'm glad we went in. I'm really glad everything's okay. I haven't had any more episodes since. Like when I say episodes, like I get Braxton Hicks all the time where it tightens, it's hard, but it's not painful. It's not like when I'm talking these episodes, how I've had 3, it's like they will start in my back and like go around the front, and like it's like there's a you can feel there's a difference. And I'm sure it's just my body getting ready for labor. And I've only had like the 3 episodes, as I say. I've been fine since. Like I'll have like little one-offs and stuff, but I'm talking like where I have to pull out the timer and start timing them because I can tell that they're just like getting closer together. That's what I mean. All right, I feel like I've been rambling forever. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to edit a lot of this out because it's already like a 22-minute little ordeal. My point is, I feel like this baby is ready to come out. I don't know necessarily that my due date's off, but I know from the measurements at the 20-week and the 32-week that she was measuring bigger than where I would be calculated at. Like her head was like what? I said I'd go back and look, and I haven't. A week and a half ahead of where I was supposed to be at, and just like all her measurements. My 36th week, but maybe I'm like really pushing 37, 38, you know. I'm gonna quit yapping. Let's see where I'm at with my belly measurements. We'll see if it's an innie or an outie today. It might be like right on the like brink. It went out for like a day, then it kind of went back in, now it's back. Like it's just depends on how she's sitting at the moment. Here is with the shirt on. Alistair just stole my spot. And then here is with the shirt up. You can kind of see it's like poking out. It's kind of in a little bit right here. Like the other day it was like all the way out. Oh, yeah, I can kind of put my finger in there. The other day it was like all the way out. I'm like, holy crap. So here's with the shirt up. Massive. Gosh, it doesn't look like she's dropped the way that she really has. Like she really has. Like maybe, like I can fit like a whole hand there now. I don't know. Move my hair out of the way. I can't even read that. 41 and a half. Is that what you guys are seeing? I'm going to have to go back and see what I was last time, but I feel like that's bigger. Sorry, let me show you my situation. If I look uncomfortable, like, hi guys, all forward sitting, it's because of this situation. When I stood up, he took over. So anyways, I'm done anyway. I'm done yapping. All right, I will see you for my 37-week update. Bye.